Well, hello there. In this week's episode of Get Schooled, I'm getting my hands dirty dissecting some anatomy. We'll peel back a layer or two so you can see the inner workings of a marketing email and how it all works together to breathe life into your email subscribers. Watch as I break down the anatomy of a winning email campaign so you can create life of your own. It's live! Welcome to the Email Mavens YouTube channel, the place for winery owners and marketing professionals who want to sell more wine online by sending better marketing emails. When it comes to email content creation, it can be helpful to have a formula. In this case, it might even be considered a map or one of those body things of a person that were, the ones I'm talking about. Anyways, where does each piece of information need to go in order for your email campaign to be useful and valuable to both your subscriber and to your business? It starts with the first impression. How does your email show up in the inbox? The way your winery shows up in your customer's inbox directly affects the engagement of your customers. There are three components to consider: your sender ID, your subject line, and your pre-header or preview text. So let's start with email content first impressions, the sender ID. When you get a piece of mail, you look to see who it's from. The sender ID on email is similar. Do you recognize the winery's name? Does it make you want to open? Now, some businesses choose to use their business name here, and this is what we see predominantly in the wine industry. Your winery is the name of the sender ID, right? But others use a personality at their winery. It could be the winemaker or the hospitality director. Still, other businesses have mascots to send from. Yes. Mascots. And you might try it if you have a winery dog that might have a personality. You do you. Now, the route you choose to go is entirely up to you. Do you want to be forever tied to the winery that you've created? Then send from yourself. If you wish to scale or sell your winery at some point, or if your personal name isn't easily recognizable as associated with your winery, well, obviously then you're going to want to use your winery name for your sender ID. And if you aren't sure, A/B test and see which gets the highest open rate. Let's move on to subject line. Oh man. There are 1,000 things to consider when it comes to subject lines. A great place to start is the 11 minutes and 7 seconds of goodness you'll find on this episode of the Email Mavens YouTube channel. Bottom line, keep it short, keep it snappy, and capture your subscribers' attention, leveraging intrigue and suspense if you can. The last part of our first impression is your pre-header text. This is an often overlooked tool in the email marketer's toolkit that helps increase open rates and conversion rates. Pre-header text is the text that shows up after the subject line in many inbox providers and helps build on whatever you've hinted at with the subject line. I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten where the preview text section was clearly not filled out, or was simply a reiteration of the headline, or was left over from a previous email campaign and no longer relevant. Depending on your email service provider, the pre-header text might also be called preview text, and you might have to poke around to find where you go to edit it. But don't forget to use this space to increase interest in your content. Give your customers a little sneak peek of what's inside and support your subject line and your email content while you're at it. Email sender ID, subject line, and pre-header text help to get your email campaign opened. Yes! These all combine to capture eyeballs and then get in the heads of our subscribers with curiosity about what we have to tell them. But what do you do once people have decided to open your email? How do we get them to act from the heart? When it comes to the content of your email campaign, it is vital to optimize above the fold. Above the fold is a holdover from the golden olden days of the newspaper. Remember what those were? Publishers wanted the splashiest and most salient images and headlines above the fold in the newspaper, like above the fold. Why? Because that sells papers. For email marketing terms, you could just say above the scroll instead of above the fold. You want to make it super clear what your email is about, and if possible, what you want your subscriber to do, because that sells your ideas. Here are a few more hot tips. Reinforce your branding with prominent, consistent logo placement. Use inspiring hero images that align with your message theme and the goal of your campaign. Write headlines that speak to your customers' needs and wants, clearly sum up your email content, and inspire your subscribers to take action. When in doubt, just remember WIFM. What's in it for me? Whenever possible, have a strong call to action above the scroll to accommodate the compulsive clickers with fat thumbs. Psst, here's a little cheat code. You only have to write copy for your subject line, preview text, headline, and call to action to have a winning email. All right, let's keep moving down the body, moving down the email campaign for those who do scroll. You want to write more email copy? Gutsy move. Get it? Because we're moving down the body. When it comes to more copy in your email, you've got to keep it easy to scan. Use a balanced mix of images and text to help your readers' eyes follow your content. If you're going letter style, take advantage of the bold option in your editor to make key sentences and phrases stand out. Be liberal with paragraph breaks as grammar permits to help keep the wall of text overwhelm at bay. Moving on a little bit further on email content creation, it's so important to stay focused. If you have secondary stuff you want to include, you're going to put it in the junk drawer. The junk drawer, you say? This is a term that I'm repurposing from my favorite dude in marketing, Donald Miller of StoryBrand. He calls the footer of your website the junk drawer, and emails have one too. What do you put in your junk drawer? Less actionable, but still useful messages or outbound links. If you want subscribers to be able to get to key parts of your website through your email campaigns, then add a simplified version of your site navigation to the junk drawer. Want to continue engaging with your subscribers in more communal locales like social media? Include links to your active social media platforms as a part of your email junk drawer. Interested in capturing additional data around profile and preference for your subscribers? A passive call to action to update their information in the junk drawer can do this without distracting from your main goal. When it comes to email content creation, the what goes where debate can be so overwhelming as to stop many businesses from even starting. I hope that this body scan has been helpful in simplifying the decision-making process while also shining a light on some underutilized content areas in your email marketing template. We looked into the microscope. We analyzed the anatomy of an email campaign. You know how to inspire action from the head to get your emails opened by optimizing your sender ID, subject line, and preview text. We're getting people to act from the heart by creating amazing and compelling content above the scroll. And we're keeping all the extra stuff in the footer. All of these pieces of your email's anatomy are important, and they work together to create an inspiring email marketing campaign. I'll be honest, I don't love the junk drawer, but you can't be walking around without feet. So optimize each of these elements of your email marketing template and watch your subscriber engagement go through the roof. At Email Mavens, we believe that every winery can sell more wine online by sending better marketing emails. And now you know where to put all of the things. So go out, use what you've learned today, and until next week, keep pressing send on your next best email. It's live. I'm sorry, I just had way too much fun. Okay. When it comes to email content creation, it can be helpful to have a formula or a microscope. That's what this is. It can be helpful. Sorry. Yeah, when it comes to email content,
It did actually see the fly across.
That bastard.
In that tape.
Can you just land and like
Die.